Oops, sorry. Foster had food on his nose. He just got dinner. So, okay. I'm tired. It was, all right. I know something has happened in Colorado Springs. I don't know what has happened other than it appears to be another mass shooting with, in a, LGBTQ venue. So, yeah, you know what to do. Pray. Go to the source of your own being and pray that everybody knows that is the source of their own being. Because it's been a heck of a weekend. It's been a heck of a weekend. Yesterday I was in the wet and cold all day. Today I was just in the cold all day. That it was 10 degrees warmer and it wasn't raining, and that made a huge difference. And so I was zapped yesterday at the end of the day, and I'm zapped today because I did it 2 days in a row, and I'm just done. And I keep seeing the things on Facebook. And so, I'll make an effort to watch the news to find out what happened, because what and when and where, and, cause I had the news on for a brief minute this morning, and then I've been in, medieval England or Renaissance England for 2 days now. So I have no idea what's going on in the world. Yeah. So, we're going to do today's, the reading for today, and hope that it's fitting. I don't know. It's November 20th. Our title is In the Stillness is Peace. The first quote is, I will even make a way in the wilderness and the rivers in the desert. And that is Isaiah 43:19. I know, and I know that I know. Let every thought of doubt vanish from my mind, that I may know the truth, and the truth may make me free. And that is Science of Mind, page 57. Are you commenting? We must listen to the inner voice, and it will tell us what to do in the hour of need. We will be told everything we ought to know, and we will not be misled. And that is from a book called Spiritual Awareness, page 15. All right, so on to the reading. If I could find some peace is often the lament of modern people. The tendency of many people is to go somewhere in an attempt to find peace. And frequently that somewhere is a place where many other people have chosen to go, also looking for peace. I have discovered, however, that we do not need to go anywhere to find it, because peace is already within each one of us. I have been many places which are beautiful and quiet, and which help me establish a sense of peace. My own backyard on a summer night is an example of such a place. But I have found that no matter where I am, I still have to turn within myself to discover true peace of mind. There is a great power in stillness. Think of the light bulb. Is that the source of the electrical power? No. Neither are the transformers, nor the turbines, nor the rushing water. Let's just go a bit further and visualize the vast lake which lies beneath the dam. There, ultimately, in the stillness of the giant lake is the power. Similarly, in the peace and calm of your inner self, the power that supports and sustains you in all that you do, at the very center of your being. This power is now available to light your life in every area. All you have to do is allow yourself to be a channel for it to flow through. When you do so, you will experience the peace which passeth understanding. I now allow the power of God to express in and through me. I close myself to all distractions and center myself within. I let this power flow through me every moment throughout the day. I am truly at peace, and I accept the abundant blessings which flow into my life. And that is NH. That is Norma Hawkins. Oh, I am a little brain dead. But when I keep talking about heaven, okay, when I remind you that heaven is a state of mind, it's a state of consciousness. Peace is the same thing. As she said, People frequently try to go somewhere looking for peace, and when they get there, they find that they're exactly in the same state of mind, and now they're just with a bunch of people who are also looking for peace. And so, ideally, what we do is we learn that the peace that we seek is within ourselves, just as the heaven which we seek is to be found within ourselves. When we turn within, there's an old story, where, God was holding whatever, and you can use it for the soul, you can use it for the heart, you can use it for consciousness, you can use it, whatever fits. And in this case, we're going to talk about peace. We can also use it for heaven. And God's talking to the angels, and God says, or the angels say, well, God says, well, where do you think we should put this? And the angels say, well, we'll put it on the highest mountain. And God says, well, I know the creature, I know my creation. They will eventually find a way to scale the highest mountain. And so then the question is the deepest ocean. I know my creation. They'll find a way to get there. Well, how about the far-flung reaches of outer space? I know my creation. They'll find a way to get there. So let's put it inside of them where they will never look. Okay? And so frequently, that which we seek, and it's kind of like that Dorothy's moment. If I can't find it in my own backyard, it was never lost to begin with. That's what it is. And that applies to peace, and that applies to heaven, and that applies to love, and that applies to all of these other qualities of God that we could talk about. Joy. What we find outside is never quite the real thing. If we want the real thing, if we want the real love, if we want the real peace, then we have to go within. We have to go to the source of our own being, which, my dears, is the point of spiritual practice. The point of spiritual practice is to go within and to consciously connect to the source of your own being. And I say consciously connect because we are connected. We are always connected to the source of our own being. We cannot disconnect from the source of our own being. We can create the illusion that we have. We can definitely step on the hose and hinder the flow of that, whatever's coming from the source of our own being. But we cannot disconnect from it, consciously or unconsciously. It is what it is. And so when we take the steps to not only step up off the hose and recognize, the source of our own being, but to also consciously engage with it, consciously connect with it, consciously say, hey, show me who I am. Show me who you are. Show me the source of my own being. Teach me what I need to know. The source of your own being will do that. And it will do it in amazing and wondrous and wonderful ways. It'll also do it in terrifying ways. When you are open to the source of your own being, and when I say terrifying ways, because it comes unexpectedly and it rocks your world and it shakes your world to the core. And sometimes the old paradigms fall away, and that can be terrifying. But what takes its place is better and stronger and more real. And it's worth it. So when you find what I can say, because I tell this story occasionally. One day around Christmas, I looked at a friend of mine, stomped my foot, and I said, I have to find God. And she says, I know this place that you can go. And so I did. And that was back in 2005. And my world has so completely changed since then. And here we are. If I knew now what I knew then, I might have gotten here sooner. But as it is, I got here in divine timing. So, when you are ready, seek the source of your own being and say, show me. Show me what peace means. And please bear in mind the old adage, never pray for patience, because God will give you plenty of opportunities to practice it. Okay? So when you say, show me, be aware of what you're asking for, because Spirit will show up and Spirit will show you, and Spirit will absolutely rock your world. And it's wonderful and amazing and terrifying all at the same time, but terrifying in a good way. So that is my 2 cents worth on peace. She's right. Norma's right. Turn within. It's the only way you're ever going to get a lasting peace. Going to beautiful places may get you a temporary peace, but it won't get you a lasting peace. And I frequently, and that's why I mentioned when I talk about heaven, heaven is not a place, it's a state of mind. And when you can consciously cultivate that consciousness, then you can create heaven wherever you are. That is the same with peace. Once you have consciously connected with the source of your own being, and you are able to create that peace because you are connected to the source of that peace, then even in the midst of chaos, you can have peace. So, yeah. All right. And that's the mission today. The mission today, should we choose to accept it. She put a beautiful treatment, little, at the bottom. I now allow the power of God to express in and through me. I close myself to all distractions and center myself within. So you want a mission today. The mission today, should you choose to accept it, is to close yourself to all distractions and center yourself within. That is the true source of peace. That is the true source of love. And that is the true source of heaven. All right. You have your mission. The other one is the same one I give you every day. I talk about spiritual practices. I recommend spiritual practices. And there are lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of different kinds of spiritual practices. And I encourage you to try any number of them until you find one or several that fit, that work for you. Not every spiritual practice is going to be for you. And that's okay. That is absolutely okay. Sitting cross-legged on a pillow staring at a wall? Not one of mine. So, but I know wonderful people who do it. So, try them all and figure out what works best for you. But this one, the spiritual practice of doing something loving for yourself, doing something kind for yourself, doing something compassionate for yourself, that can look like anything you want it to look like, and it can change from day to day. And honestly, it can change from moment to moment. Because sometimes the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing you can do for yourself is a deep breath. Sometimes it means to take a nap. Sometimes it means to take a walk. Sometimes it means to say no. Sometimes it means to say yes. Sometimes it means eat dessert first. It's about taking care of yourself. It is absolutely, positively about self-care. There is no question. But it is also about joy. It is also about making sure that you make time for joy in your life. We can't pour from an empty cup. It is very important that we take care of ourselves. So, all right. When my self-care is about to be the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing I can do for myself, I'm going to go take a shower. I've been outside for 2 days. So that is the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to go do it right now. And sometimes that's what it looks like. Taking a shower. Okay. Oh, practice on yourself. You are your best test subject. You also deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. Yes, I know, I'm tired. And a little congested, hence needing the shower. So, practice on yourself. You will never look in the eyes of someone that God does not love, especially your own. All right? Create that habit. Create that default setting. Make it a point to actively practice this kind of spiritual practice on yourself, because it helps you to create a first response, so that when you meet people who need a little extra, you got a bank already you got a banking account with a bank manager that you know, to take a metaphor from Jesse. All right. I'm going to get myself all kinds of discombobulated, so I should probably just move things along. I encourage you to do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like. Today would have been my gym day, but I was at fair today instead, so Tom went to the gym for us both. I just have to imagine what kind of workout he did and hope my muscles learn a little by osmosis. I encourage you to drink plenty of water. I know that I did not today, so I need to make up. Oh, yeah, I need to make that up. I encourage you to get early in your day bright light. It will reset those hormones. It will help you have more energy at night, during the day, and it will help you sleep better at night. It's about circadian rhythms. It's a real thing. You can look it up. It's science. And whatever else you do, I encourage you to take Ernest Holmes' words. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. By opening the windows of our soul, we are looking within. And that's where it is. You want to find heaven? Look within. You want to find peace? Look within. You want to find love? Look within. Go to the source of your own being, because that is the source of all. Every good thing. All right. Yeah. And you can always take Emma's advice. Look for the good and praise it. All right. I'm sure that there are other things that I could be saying right now, so I'm going to remind you, the social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I am the Running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I just got the Sunday service downloaded and edited, so hopefully it will be available. It'll probably be available in the morning, so I will get it. I didn't get home until after 6 o'clock, and it takes a while for YouTube to do the editing. So, all I can do is do it, and then I have to let YouTube finish it. Yeah. So, you want to know what's going on with the center? Please email info@creativelife.org. It is a constant contact. The hot links are hot, and they will take you right to where you want to go. There are book studies, there are classes, our Thanksgiving event, which we used to do on Wednesday evening, Thanksgiving Eve. We're going to do this Sunday after Thanksgiving at church. Or at the center. So, and there's a Zoom component to that, so you can participate by Zoom. If you are not in the area or don't want to get out of the house. Right. I think that's what I know. So, I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanting day, a wonder-filled day, a Sunday, thank goodness it's warmer day. Keep and get prep for more rain tomorrow day. A pray for the people of Colorado Springs day. A good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day, because you are enough just as you are. You are a beloved child of God, in whom God is well pleased. You are a bright light, a brilliant spark, a divine spark, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. Remember who you are. Our summer assignment was to find out who we are. And today we talked about peace and the willingness to go to Spirit and say, show me. So, show me. Show me peace. Show me peace at the source of my own being. Okay. Since tomorrow is Monday, I will be back to my regularly scheduled 9-ish a.m. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. The only hitch may be Thursday. I don't know what his plans are, and I don't know what my plans are, but it'll still be done 9-ish for me. So, I don't know what else I was about to say. All right. So I'm going to tell you to know that you're loved, and I will see you next time.